Yeah. Yo, yo, what's going on? I'm back. What do we got up in here? Who's watching? Huh? What's good, people? I'm just here at work, trying to finish the day early. Hopefully, I don't run into no problems. Tomorrow is Friday. The weekend is almost here. Let's get it. My BFF is a truck driver. That's what's up. Shout out to him. Right now, I'm in South Carolina. I have a couple stops in Charleston. What up, So Toad? Hopefully, I pronounced your name right. Yo, if you're new here, don't be scared to hit the subscribe button and the like button. I got 0 likes on this video. That's crazy. Show the truck driver some support, man. It's free. Hit the like button and the subscribe button. I'm delivering important materials. Right now, I got doors, I got tape, I got plywood, got 2x4s. Appreciate it, So Toad. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Appreciate the love. Whoever hit the like button, appreciate you. You're the real MVP. But yeah, like I'm saying, tomorrow is Friday. The weekend is coming up. I'm just ready to be off. You know, ready to be off so I can relax. I'm very sleepy right now. That's why you see me eating these cashews, these peanuts right here. Because when I'm eating, it helps me to stay up. You feel me? How long are you gonna be off for? Well, I get off tomorrow, um, around, I would say around 2 p.m. And then I'm gonna be off until Monday. Yeah, so that's that. Yo, make sure y'all hitting the subscribe button, yo. It's free. Show a truck driver some support. Yo, I'll be posting a lot of different things on my channel. I'm into music, construction. Yeah, my auntie used to drive a truck like that. Has a way where you can go through. Yeah, you could go through the curtains right behind there. That's where I have my bed. I have a refrigerator. I have a microwave. I have a closet. I have a dining table. I have an extra bed. Um, yeah, and storage. Tiona Morgan. Yep. Shout out to your auntie. Nice. Good weekend. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good weekend. I'm ready. I'm super ready. I don't know if it's just me or does or these weeks feel a lot longer. Like the weekdays, like Monday to Friday, it just feels long. And then Saturday to Sunday feels so short. It was just like my auntie, his profile picture. That's her. Whose pro whose profile picture? Dang, an extra bed. Yeah, it has an extra bed because sometimes people do team driving, you know. So when you do team driving, right now when I'm driving, I'd have another driver behind there sleeping. And then when I'm finished, he would come and drive and I sleep. Or if we're both not driving, we got separate beds. Yeah. I've never done it before, but I've seen the job listings looking for team drivers. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not doing that. Any crazy stories with team drivers? Hell yeah. Just look it up on online. I remember I saw a video. The guy was driving just like me, and he fell asleep. He ran off the road and he went down into a ditch and he hit a wall. And then the guy from the back, he flew through the curtain and then he flew up front when the truck stopped. And then he would, man, that's crazy. There's a lot of videos like that on YouTube. Yeah, that's why I couldn't do it. I would not be able to sleep while someone else is driving. because I don't want to wake up in the grass or something. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Man, I like driving by myself because if I'm tired, I could just pull over. If something happens, I'm not getting anybody injured. What up, UD? And there's another story where I think a truck driver, him and his partner got into an argument. So he went in the truck and he just drove it away and left his partner there, stranded. Can you imagine? Imagine you working with a partner and you in a far state from where you live, and y'all get in an argument, and he just drive off and leave you there. That's crazy. People are crazy. I don't need no problems. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, there's a lot of things to consider if you're gonna drive with someone. Yo, wait, no, I'd be so pissed. Yeah, I'm sure he was pissed, but he's lucky. It could have been worse. All he gotta do is call his company, and I think they're gonna give him transportation. And that other guy is definitely gonna get fired. Just how you leave your partner stranded? What are you doing right now? I'm at work, Judy. I'm on my way to deliver some material. Yo, make sure y'all hitting the like button and the subscribe button. Show a truck driver some love. It's free. I ain't asking nobody for money. I'm just trying to grow my channel. You feel me? But yeah, Judy, that's crazy. People don't always get along like that, especially when you're together for so long. Y'all bound to have an argument. The only way I would probably do team driving is if I'm driving with someone that has good discipline. Like I could see they have good discipline. They make sure they get enough rest. When they're driving, I notice they're paying attention. And the most important thing, I gotta be getting paid a lot of money. Cause it's still risky. I don't care if you got good discipline, bro. I'm not trying to be in a ditch with anybody. Do you get too close to who you drive with? And thank God, that's that's absurd. Yeah, definitely. Um, definitely absurd. What made you choose to start driving? I chose to start driving because I wanted to make some money. Most jobs don't pay properly. I think most jobs they just underpay you. I did it because it was easy for me to get into it. You only needed like a month of training. I was in school for a month, and then I got my license, and then I got a job in the next month. So it was like a fast way to make decent money. And the more experience you get, the less work you have to do. If you choose, if you want to do less work and you have the experience, you could do it. There's a lot of different companies. You just gotta make sure you have a clean record, stuff like that. Don't be out here crashing with your partner or crashing by yourself or arguing with people. Just come out here, mind your business, do your work, and go chill with your whoever on the weekend. If you're home on the weekend, a lot of drivers aren't home on the weekend. When I just started, I used to work Sunday to Saturday, a whole week. I'll be home for probably like a night. It was terrible. I hated it. I was like, hell no, I'm not doing this forever. And then I looked at some job listings, and then I realized that different companies do different things. So I was able to find a company, you know, with a more, they give you better home time, putting it in simplest terms. I'm eating some nut roasters. It tastes like, I think it's peanuts and cashews in there. Yeah, that's super fast. How long have you been doing it? I've been doing it for like almost almost 3 years. Almost 3 years. Do you feel lonely a lot? My BFF drives 4 weeks at a time before getting a break. Weeks at a time before getting a break? That's crazy. I can't do that. I want to be off. I want to go socialize with people I know. You feel me? But I don't get lonely. I wouldn't say I get lonely. Maybe it's because I'm so busy when I'm out here, so I don't have time to feel lonely. I mean, when I get off, I'm super tired, so I just go to sleep in the bunk. I don't really got time to be lonely. I think you'll be lonely if you don't got much to do. Like for your BFF, maybe when they take a break, maybe they get lonely because who you gonna hang out with or talk to? You could spend it on the phone or you could go outside and talk to people, but that's not my personality. In my country, the truck driver have huge risk from getting mugged, even from the police and getting killed. Oh wow, Yudi, what country is that? She goes up to Canada too. You see, I wouldn't do what she does. That's too much for me. What am I doing in Canada, bro? But she probably get paid well because those kind of runs, when you go far like that, you make money. Put it this way: the less you're home, the more money you make. Indonesia, that's cool. That's cool. Why would the police kill truck drivers in Indonesia? When the police kill the truck driver in Indonesia and take the what do they do? Rob the truck, the goods, and then what? Sell it? She's getting paid. She's getting paid awful. She met trainees there are that are well. Oh dang, that's another thing. If you're going to do that, what she does, you got to make sure you're doing it with a company that's going to pay you. Because some companies, they'll, if you'll do it for awful pay, they'll give it to you. You know, I think these companies want to pay the least amount of money possible because they want to keep the profits for themselves. They don't want to pay a lot of money. So if they could find someone, when I started out, the company I was working with, they didn't want to pay a lot. But don't get me wrong, it was still decent money compared to most jobs out here. You know, it was still better than the average job, I would say. But for the work I was putting in, it wasn't enough. So I told them I'm out. I just quit on a random day. It was like I think it was Sunday, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna go back in there. So I just let my sister type up a resignation email, and then I just sent it to them and dropped the truck off. And then I went job hunting, and then I found something better. So sometimes you don't gotta stay where you at if you're not enjoying, if you're not liking where you at, you don't gotta stay there. You feel me? Leave, go find somewhere else. There's thousands of companies out here, and this is not just in trucking, like in general. If you're somewhere where you're not getting paid properly and you're overworking yourself, don't stay there. You know, go somewhere where the pay lines up with the work that you're doing. You feel me? Yeah. Her company has been trying to do better, but she's looking for another company. How long has she been driving? Yeah, she's about to head out too. How long she been driving? 3 or 4 years now. Wow. So she shouldn't be getting awful pay. Why is she staying there that long with awful pay? I couldn't do 3, 4 years with awful pay. I'll lose my mind. I'll lose my mind for sure. She wants to buy a house. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it's what's stopping her from buying the house. If she wants to buy a house, what's stopping her? It's decent pay, but she should be making. Yeah, she definitely should be making more. I don't know what she makes, but based on what you're saying, she needs to be making more. But if she want to buy a house, there's a couple hoops, there's a couple steps. She's gonna have to, um, a couple check boxes she gonna have to mark. Because I wouldn't say it's like difficult to buy a house. The first thing is it depends on the house you're trying to buy. If you're trying to buy an expensive house like 300,000, and up, or a high 200 and something thousands. Yeah, that's where I think it starts to get challenging finding one and just paying for it. There's houses everywhere. What state she trying to buy a house in? That's another thing. I moved from New York City to North Carolina for that very reason. I would never be able to buy a house in New York like right now, unless something happens and I'm making a lot of money or I got somebody to buy it with. It's gonna be very hard to buy a house in New York City, Iowa. Is Iowa expensive? I don't know much about Iowa. I know Des Moines. I think that's a town in Iowa. Des Moines. That's about all I know about Iowa. Or one of those out there. No, it's not. She's just on the road, so she can't go. Oh, so that's what's stopping her. That's crazy. She might have to take some time off. She could probably find a company that does that. I don't know if she want to do dedicated runs, but that's what I do. If you do dedicated runs, um, you go home like a couple days in the week, and then you could take care of your business. That's what I do. So yesterday I was home, you know, because I do dedicated, but I was home for very long. The weekend is when I get my actual break, but I still get to go home during the week for a little bit. So that's the time I use that time to go to my appointments and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Um, I'm gonna restart the live.